So today our video is all about the opportunity to remove the MP for North Antrim, Mr. Ian Paisley, by deselecting him. This is a document, this is a historical document which has come in from the Electoral Office of Northern Ireland, and it is in relation to the recent aspects of corruption that have been discussed in relation to Mr. Paisley. It's to do with lobbying the Prime Minister in regards to human rights issues in Sri Lanka and for not declaring very expensive holidays. The purpose of this, I suppose this has been brought in by the recall of MPs Act 2015. And the purpose of it is that it allows the electorate within a constituency to deselect their MP if they think he's corrupt. In this case, if 10% of the electorate sign this document, then the MP is deselected and a by-election occurs. That MP can still run in that by-election. If less than 10% of Mr. Paisley's electorate don't sign, then nothing happens and he remains the MP. And of course this has all really got no teeth whatsoever in the fact that Mr. Paisley himself can just resign, forcing a by-election which he can run in anyway. So he said that he's not going to do this, but basically this piece of paper is pretty worthless. Interestingly enough, this has come out from Virginia McVie, the petition officer at the Electoral Office for Northern Ireland, and my signing place is the Joey Dunlop Centre in Ballymoney. Unfortunately, the document has the wrong signing times on it, or rather a lack of the correct signing times. It states that the petition is open between the 8th of August 2018 to the 19th of September 2018, with the exception of a bank holiday Monday, the 27th of August 2018. These signing times are 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. There's no weekends available here. So if you're Monday to Friday 9 to 5 worker, it's quite awkward to sign this. You can sign it by post or by proxy, but that had a finite period of time to do so and it's over. So if you've missed that window, you can't do it. The interesting thing is that there are actually 2 times to sign this document outside of what it says here. If you go to the Electoral Office for Northern Ireland's website, you'll actually see that we also have signing dates on the 6th and 13th of September 2018 up to 9 o'clock. That's for those who are 9 to 5 and want to sign. So very interesting that it has not appeared on this document at all. There have been some criticisms about this document in relation to only 3 signing centres. But regardless, it's meant to be democracy in action, and it is an illusion of democracy. So the point of this video today is to explain why we're signing it. Number one, it's good to participate in history, I think. So we're actually going to engage in this process. Number two, really the situation in Northern Ireland is unacceptable and the political parties are to blame, and yes, I'm very happy to attempt to punish them with my vote. I actually think that my vote is worthless at the minute. In Northern Ireland the whole situation is around power sharing and leadership, and I don't want these people to have power and I don't need to be led by them. They're bereft of dignity, I think, and Northern Ireland politics is pretty much a joke. But what we have is essentially an oligarchic coup going on here at the minute, propped up by the Conservative Party. So I think my vote is worthless, and the point of doing this is actually simply this. If we can force a by-election, then I can sell my vote. Now, as someone who believes in democracy, the idea of selling my vote is quite repugnant, so I'm not going to be seeking money for it. I'm going to accept bids on my vote, that I will vote for whoever wants me to, whatever way you like, and I'll start bids with 1 toilet roll. Why a toilet roll? Well, it's more use to me than this piece of paper, which isn't very absorbent or pliant. A toilet roll at least has some worth to me and my family, unlike my vote in this joke of democracy at the minute. So that's it, that's why we're going to sign. Probably have no effect. The interesting thing, I suppose, within the political system in Northern Ireland, Ian Paisley being a DUP MP, is one of the 10 MPs that's propping up the Conservative government at the minute, that have been essentially bought, and one of the people that have sold our democracy down the river. Literally just sold it, you know. So I think, in light of regardless of corruption, I think they all need ousted, and hopefully that is, I think, a goal that we could present to the Northern Ireland people. That the goal is really to get rid of our dominant political parties and just remove them altogether, because I don't think they deserve power, any of them, whether it be Unionist or Nationalist, DUP or Sinn Féin. So we're going to nip down to the Joey Dunlop Centre and sign the petition, and hopefully we'll find out the results in a reasonable amount of time. Ian Paisley is currently on his imposed 30-day suspension from Westminster at the moment. So it's a story we'll keep an eye on in the news, and well, we're going to get down there. We're going to actually be voting on the 11th in the afternoon. Hopefully the weather's a bit better, so we'll nip down there and sign the petition. See if we can deselect Mr. Ian Paisley, which will cause a by-election, and hey, those votes are finally worth something. And I encourage you all to sell your votes for donations to food banks, or toilet roll, or just, you know, useful things, book tokens for kids, anything at all. You know, donations to charity, whatever you think. But trust me, whatever you vote for, you're not getting it. And that's very, very clear in Northern Ireland at the minute. The people of Northern Ireland, I think, really do want peace and have been working hard for peace. But there are two groups within Northern Ireland that don't want peace. And these are our politicians and our paramilitaries. And as they would say, as Webster would say, some cursed example poison it near the head, death and disease through the whole land spread. And that's what we have, the cursed examples, right at the very top. So off we go. Hopefully we'll cut this and make some sense and sound interesting enough, and we'll go take part in this historic moment. Have a nice day.
Oh, blow the man down, bullies, blow the man down.